Good morning, middle one again. Now we are going to have Unit 10 in the O level. Let's start with page 34. We are going to have Welcome to my home. First of all, we are going to discuss what are the things in the photos made of. Which of the objects has the same name as its material? Now I am going to answer it for you, and you are going to have a picture of it in front of you. As for number one, it is wool. Picture number one is made, the cushions are made of wool. Number two, picture number two, which is a pan, it is made of metal. Now, picture number three, let's look for it. Now, it's the glass. It's made of glass, of course. Picture number four, these are some suits of men. They are made of cotton. Picture number five, it is a bag made of leather. Picture number six, it is stone. Picture number seven, this is made of wood. These are some chairs made of wood. Picture number eight, they are toys which are made of plastic. Look through the unit and find out why some houses are round. We are going to know this in the following pages. Now let's go to page 35. Here we have, are these sentences, number one, are these sentences true or false based on the picture in front of you? I am going to answer it for you, and you'll have it here. Now, number one is made. Number two is the television is made of glass and plastic, which is true. Number three, the table is made of glass, and this is false, because tables are usually made of wood. The curtains are made of wool, it can be true. The lamp is made of stone, this is false, of course. The cushions are made of cotton, which is true. Describing materials. When we want to describe material, we use in singular and plural, we use these expressions. What is it made of? The sofa is made of leather. And in the plural case, what are they made of? The cushions are made of cotton. So we use is or are plus made of to describe the material of an object. Okay? Now let's go to the speaking task. That is number three. Work in pairs. Find these objects in the photos. What are they made of? Let's look at number one, which is already made for you. This is a wallet, and it is made of leather. Let us look at number two, which is a skirt, and it is made of cotton. Let us look at picture number three, which are socks, and they are made of wool. Let's go to picture number four, which is a tablet, and it is made of glass and plastic. Let's go to picture number five, which is a bag, and it is made of leather. Let's go to picture number six, which is a statue, and it is made of a stone. As for picture number seven, it's a toy plane, which is made out of wood. Now let's go to the teaspoons, and they are made of metal. Remember, my dear students, that when you are not sure of an answer, you can say, I don't know, or I am not sure. These things are used in dialogues. And you can also guess, if you want to guess the answer of any question, you can say, is it made of glass, of plastic? You say, I think it is made of glass, etc. Now, let's go to page 36. Here we have a passage that we are going to read together quickly, and we are going to know the main ideas of the article. This is a picture of Deir el-Medina. Let's see what it is talking about. In ancient Egypt, there was a village called Deir el-Medina. The people from the village worked in the Valley of the Kings. There were 68 houses. The walls of the houses were made of bricks, and the doors were made of wood. The people painted their houses white with red doors. The houses had a kitchen and a living room, but there weren't any bedrooms. People usually slept on the roof because it was very hot at night. There was usually an oven for bread in the kitchen, but there weren't any taps. People got their water from the Nile Valley about 2 kilometers away. Now we are going to look at the words in red in the text and match the words with the pictures. Number one is already done for you. Let us do number 2 and 3 and 4. Number 2, it's a picture of taps. Number 3, it's a picture of an oven. Number 4, it's a picture of a roof. Now let us read. I'll give you a minute to read the text again and answer the questions. Okay, my dear students, let us answer the questions together. Number 1 is already done for you. As for number 2, what were the doors made of? Simple, the word wood. What color did they paint their houses? White. Why did people sleep on the roof of their houses? Because it was very hot at night. Where did the people get their water from? They got their water from the Nile. Where do you think people slept in winter? I think we all know the answer to this question. It's already critical thinking, but it's obvious. I think they slept inside the houses. Why? Because in winter the weather is cold. Now let's go to page 37 together. We are not going to do it because it's only based on the picture. It's in front of you. It talks about bedrooms. The important thing here in this picture is to know the new vocabulary in this picture. We have got the word bedrooms, doors, a kitchen, painted walls, taps, water, and these are already words that we know. Let's go to page 38 in Unit 10, Lesson 3. Here we have got some vocabulary that might be new to you. We are going to write each vocabulary on the picture. Picture number 1, it's a drone. What is a drone? It's a plane without a pilot, as you can see in the picture. As for picture number 2, it's a wind turbine, as you can see in the picture. What is number 3? It's the solar panel. What is number 4? Number 4, it's a picture of a robot. What is number 5? It's an electric car. What is number 6? A sign for electricity, as you can see. Now let's go to the box underneath, which has got the main grammatical point in this lesson. It is will or won't for predictions. Let me remind you of this lesson from the A level in the first term. We have already taken that we use will plus infinitive to make a prediction. So we say we use will plus infinitive to make predictions with no evidence about the future. You are just predicting or thinking something will happen. We have got some examples like, there will be electric cars in the future. Do we have an evidence for this? No, we don't. That's why we used will. There won't be ordinary mobiles. We will go to the moon. We won't use land telephones. All these things are mere predictions or only predictions. If you want to ask in this type of grammar, you say, will there be ordinary mobiles in the future? Will we live on the moon? Pay attention to the fact that will must be followed by a verb infinitive. Now, my dear students, let's go to page 39. We are going to read and circle the correct words. Holidays on the moon. Now, in 2080, you won't go to the beach for your holiday. You will go to the moon. Of course, we have chosen go because will must be followed by a verb infinitive. There will be rockets that leave Earth every day, and this is a mere prediction. We don't have an evidence on it. And the journey will take only 12 hours. They will be very fast. As for the driverless cars, in 2080, people won't drive a car as they predict. We will all have a driverless car, a car without a driver. They will be safer and there won't be any accidents, of course. Students will read a book or watch TV when a computer on the car drives them to school. Now we have finished this part. Let's go to page 40. As for page number 40, it has got some photos of some shapes. What shape are all the houses? Now we have got the first photo, which is an igloo in Canada. An igloo, my dear students, is a house made of ice. The second picture, which is a yurt in Mongolia, which is a round-shaped house made of wood, as you all can see. And as long as you have understood picture number 1 and 2, you can easily understand picture number 3, which is a round house in Burkina Faso, and number 4, which is a round house in Siwa. Let's read the passage underneath. Round houses around the world. Many traditional houses in the past were round. Today, many modern houses are also round. Why is this? There are lots of reasons. Let us see what reasons they are. A round shape means the building is very strong. This is important. Why? When there is an earthquake or in strong winds. Also, heavy snow or rain will fall from the roof because it's in a round shape. A round house is also easier to keep warm or cool. It is also quieter inside a round building than a building that is a rectangle or square. Finally, a round building uses fewer materials, so it is cheaper to make. It also has more space inside. How fantastic this is. Now let's make number 3, which is, look at the words in red, read the sentence before and after the word, then match the words and the definitions. Number 1 is already made for you. As for number 2, a nice temperature that is hot but not too hot, it means warm. Number 3, when the ground suddenly moves, this is an earthquake. Now, read the text again and answer the questions. We are going to underline the answer in the passage itself. So pay attention with me here. When is it important for houses to be strong? Here we have it in the second paragraph, when there is an earthquake or in strong winds. This is the answer of number 1. Number 2, are round buildings quieter than rectangular buildings? Yes, we have got the answer in the same paragraph, number 2. Here it is also quieter inside a round building. Number 3, why is a round building cheaper to build? This is in the third paragraph, which says it uses fewer materials, so it is cheaper. Number 4, can you think of any disadvantages to a round house? I think this is according to your own opinion, my dear students. Let's go to page 41, which is saying years. We usually divide years into 2 parts. You can say the year 2050 like this, 1986 like this. For the year 2000, we say only 2000. Okay? For the years 2001, 2009, we say 2000 plus the number, which means 2001, 2006. Let's go, my dear students, to page 41 and page 43, which are the final 2 pages. Writing skills. Now these talks about writing, how to plan a creative writing. You can read it on your own and you will understand some tips for the writing. You can use your imagination, of course, when you write a paragraph about anything in the future. And you can use the words, it will be made of such and such, it will be different from houses of today. You can leave your imagination to do whatever you want. Then you can decide which of your ideas are the best and keep the other ideas for another time. Finally, you can think about your best ideas in more detail. How can you make the ideas work? Make a plan. You can change any ideas that don't work. Let's go to the review of page 43. This is the last page in Unit 10, which is Lesson 7, and it is usually a review of what we have taken in this unit. We are going to make number 2. Complete the words, which do you use in your house? Number 1 is a wind turbine. You have got the letter W and D and T and E. You are going to finish the word and your letters must go according to the dots that he placed in front of you. So it is a wind turbine. Number 2 is an oven. Number 3 is a drone, which is a plane without a pilot. Number 4 is solar panel. 5 is electricity. Number 6 is an electric car. Well, thank you, my dear students. Hope to see you next time, inshallah.